Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is my last video of the night. I wanted to upload a schizophrenic update, share with you how my day went, so you can get a better idea of what it is like living with schizophrenia, at least for me. Today, I felt like today definitely was unstable, meaning a lot went on, and for the most part, I felt like I wasn't in control. I felt like I kind of was looking down, like this out-of-body experience, to where I watched myself do things. I watched myself go places. And I watched myself, try to get things done, but it's just, for whatever reason, I felt disconnected. I felt lost. I felt out of place. A couple examples is I went to Subway for lunch, and it took me about 20 to 30 minutes just to figure out what to order. What did I want to eat? And it was because my brain was reading the menu wrong. I was seeing things that weren't actually real. And so the menu, it was like there was a message for me. Like it was like the menu was talking to me. And so it took me a while to order food. And then by the time that I sat down with my food, I took a couple bites and I was hallucinating the taste, the flavor, to where it did not taste like a Subway sandwich. It tasted like rusty copper, like a copper penny, like I was nibbling or tasting a penny. So I did not eat very much today, partly because I can't actually taste what the food tastes like. And so I have not been eating today. The last time I did was about 10:30 in the morning, and I only had a couple bites of that sandwich, and I threw the rest out because I was freaking out about my safety. And there was one point where I was like, this tastes gross. This tastes like a rusty penny. Maybe they're trying to poison me. Maybe they're trying to kill me. And so there was some paranoia that was happening with me today. And, I was hearing voices like I usually do. That's 24/7. That's not new. I tell you guys that in every video because every day there's noise. There's constant insults. There's people just making fun of me, yelling at me all day, every day. There's no such thing as peace. No such thing as quiet. I never get any moments of peace. Never. I can't remember the last time that there was peace and quiet. Maybe years ago. I can think back when I was in high school, and even in high school, I was having hallucination problems and delusions and just paranoia. So, it's been a long time since I've had peace and quiet. And then today, Legion, Lilith, Xavier, my visual hallucinations were all ganging up on me. I had 4 to 5 different people just surround me to the point that I couldn't move. Like I had no space to move, so I was trapped. And they blocked my path, so I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk away. And they kept touching me, putting their hands on me. And it's just, I kept yelling over and over, stop touching me, stop touching me. I hate this, please stop touching me. But they wouldn't listen. And so that happened today. And then there were a couple people that I was hallucinating today that they didn't introduce themselves to me. Like, I don't know their names because they didn't tell me. But it was the first time seeing them together. They seemed to be twins, at least what I saw as twins. Like they looked identical together, like doppelgangers. Like they literally looked like identical twins. It was so crazy. But one was one was wearing a black suit, the other was wearing a white suit, and they just they were watching me and taking notes, like writing on a piece of paper what I was doing, and they were just note taking everything I thought, everything I said, everything I did. And so that was kind of weird, just being followed by these identical twins that are writing notes about me. So, but today was definitely active. Today was a very busy day. And so I just I was I was not at the top of my game. Let's just say that. I was a bit overwhelmed. But tonight, I pray that my medication can at least help me get a little bit of sleep, maybe like 2 hours. Like I would be blessed if I got 2 hours of sleep, but it's very unlikely. But, you know, we'll see. God is good, and I know Jesus Christ is with me, and I'll call upon Christ and the power of his name, and, you know, I'll try to silence the demons and the voices that keep me up at night. But yeah, so hallucinations were giving me issues today. Some paranoia about the food being poisoned and tasting like crap. And then, you know, there was some mental fatigue, some confusion that went on today, just in terms of why am I at Subway? What do I want to eat? You know, just really just trying to figure out where I was going and what I was doing today. You know, it was difficult for me. It was difficult for me to make a plan of, I'm going to do A, B, C, and D, right? I'm going to go to step 1, then step 2, step 3, step 4. It was difficult for me to process what I was doing and then, you know, churning those thoughts into action and actually doing what I needed to get done today. It was just, my mind was there was chaos in my mind for sure. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you how my day went, brothers and sisters. So please ask me questions about schizophrenia. I would love to answer them. And I hope this video gives you a little bit of a better idea of what it is like for me living with schizophrenia. So have a blessed night, guys, and I love you. Peace.